Hi guys, it's Chloe and I'm back with another video, and as you can see I'm reading notes on my computer, so these are like reading prompts for the video. Sorry about the brightness. So today I am going to be talking about how to study more effectively. And the first two advice tips I've got for you are useful apps that helped me when I was doing school. Quizlet and Bite Size, like BBC Bite Size, that helped me a lot. So them are the useful apps. I mean, there are more, but you know, them are the main two. Now on to the actual tips. I've got many for you. So first one is to revise within a reasonable time slot. So for example, for me, the time slot I would recommend is revise for about 20 to 30 minutes and have a 5 to 10 minute break. And then to do with that, have regular breaks so you don't tire yourself out. Number 3, stay hydrated. So it's always good to have a bottle of water or some juice at your desk or wherever you choose to study, just so you can keep yourself hydrated. Number 4, get enough sleep, especially in your exam season, because even though it like putting all night and cramming it all in might seem good, it really isn't. So really get enough sleep, especially in your exam season, and just focus and stick to these tips. Don't cram, stay up late trying to fit stuff in, because it doesn't work. Number 5, make sure to have some breakfast to start off your day and get your brain going. So then even if it's cereal or just some toast or a proper full English if need. I know I did always have breakfast before school, but then when it came to exam season I always got like an extra, like I always got a sausage sandwich as well, just to eat before the exam, just to make sure. So I'm definitely got that extra power and get food power to that will help my brain. So as I said, with the hydration, keep well fed as well. 6, try not to revise on your bed as you'll most likely get distracted and be more likely to stop. I did this a lot, so I did try not to, but it's like only kind of a place where it was quiet, because I've got a little brother and family and stuff, so it was a bit of a pain. 7, keep your phone or any electronics away unless you use an educational app. Common sense. And relating to your phone, number 8, try and put your phone on the other side of the room. So as you can see here, over there, where I'm putting my hand, it blocks out the light, but over there, you know, when my window is, like I've got, like I can put my phone on the windowsill or something if I was going to revise. So it's just on the other side of the room whilst you revise, especially if you're timing your sessions, so you make sure that you're doing like the time slots that I said earlier, and then you're less likely to reach out to keep checking on it, because if you're timing it, it'll go off when it needs to, and then you can time your break and time your session and it should be fine, and you won't reach out for it because it's across the room and you should be more focused on the work. Number 9, use a revision technique that suits you. And I've listed some that might be helpful, which are mind maps or like spider diagrams, whatever you want to call it. Flashcards, I did flashcards, that was really helpful. Taking notes and writing them, I also did that. Highlighting or underlining can help. I highlighted a lot of stuff. Highlighted a lot. And flashcards can seem really helpful when it comes to like maybe formulas and stuff, like for maths or like equations or something. So like you give yourself like a sum on one side and then answers on that. It can really be helpful, but each to their own. And then teaching someone else what you've learned, that really helped me as well. Like even if it's a pet, a dog, or a younger sibling or a parent, like that can really help because it shows what you've learned and what you maybe need to focus on more, so then you know your strengths and your weaknesses and what to focus on more leading up to the exam, so you've got more confidence in that given subject. Next, try past exam papers, either online or ask your teachers to give you some. I did this as well. It is helpful, because you do see progress after when you do more and more and you revise, and you see progress from like the first past exam test to more recent. You'll see the progress, and I feel like just the more you do, it does help giving you a bit of practice, knowing what the exam questions can be like, and you just never know what it can be like, so it's good to have that practice. Pardon me. Next, start revising early and not days or a day before the exam. Like I said before, just don't procrastinate, don't cram stuff in. Like, it's not good. Like, organised. 3, make a revision timetable and stick to it. I did make a revision timetable. Did I stick to it all the time? No, but do try and stick to it. Like, don't overdo it. Make sure you have, like, I should say, breaks, and you can have like a day or 2 off. Like, some people do that, but that's totally fine. And you have to obviously work it around your life. You know, like if you're working or you're seeing family, like you have to work around that, and don't just focus so much on that, because you know it's your life, so you have to like balance it out. You don't need to make your notes look pretty. Like, some people make it all colourful and this and that, and I'm like, as much as it looks nice, stop wasting time making it look nice and use that time to take stuff in more. Like, I've seen so many people when they do that, like when they're revising, make their notes look so nice, and I'm just like, why? I mean, I'm never really much of a drawer or very arty in that way, so mine never were very pretty. But at least as long as I understood it and I could understand my own writing and understand my notes, that's fine. Next, look after your mental and physical health, of course. So, as I said, but fitting it in, like make sure you're still keeping yourself physically healthy, but also don't neglect your mental health as well, because exam season is the worst for mental health. I know this because this was me. Next, if you're an auditory learner, which means audio listening, in case you didn't know, you could record yourself reading out your notes, or you can listen to videos on YouTube. Mind, that could be a distraction, so that's it. About the given subject. I know I did this with Spanish, and I did this with English, and my Spanish teacher recorded herself reading some of my my audio, like speaking exam, so I could really try and get the accent and the right pronunciation and stuff. And then as for English, I watched a lot of YouTube videos on English literature, different subjects, like on just to really boost it up. So there's loads of stuff out there on YouTube to watch, like for English literature, math, science, whatever you're studying, there'll be some sort of video on a given subject to do with that subject, so it can really help. And last but not least, study with friends, but then this one can be controversial as well. So, yeah. That's all I've got for today's video. I hope you liked it, and let me know if any of these tips work for you, and best of luck in any exams coming up. I don't believe there's any up or mocks or whatever, but best of luck. Don't push yourself too hard, and just try your best as always, and that's all that matters. I've been Chloe. Bye.